Oh, let's start that over by unmuting the mic. What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Retro Wildlands. My name is Nomad, and I have a gaming podcast where I like to share my thoughts and experiences with a retro game that I have discovered or rediscovered while roaming the gaming wildlands. But tonight is not a podcast. Nay, we are playing Resident Evil 2 live on stream. And thank you all very much for joining me, whether you're in the moment or you're joining us afterwards. What's going on, Eric, up in the chat? Thank you. I could tell you did. I saw the little X on the mute thing there. It didn't register. Whatever. It's my first time doing this. It's fine. But hope you're doing well, man. Hope everybody else is doing well. So without further ado, we'll just get right into this puppy. So I have played through the original Resident Evil on the last couple streams that I did. If I did those correctly, they should be up on our YouTube. I don't know how long they stay up on Twitch. Not entirely sure, but they're around if you want to check those out. At some point, those were fun. But we're going to get into Resident Evil 2. I love playing the Resident Evil games. It's spooky season. It's the only game really that makes sense for me right now. Well, there's a ton of others, but it's the one that I really want to play right now. I'm excited for it, so we'll get right into it too. So, and as always, those that are watching live, I did try to tweak the audio levels in such a way that you can hear the game decently, but still hear me. If levels are off, or if I happen to mute myself again, because that could possibly happen, shoot me a message in the chat. Definitely let me know. I will make tweaks as needed. So, all right, let's switch things up here. All right, off we go. So I decided obviously the cooler thing about Resident Evil 2 is we have two main characters like the first game, but these characters play differently in that they both have not just their own unique stories, but once you finish their campaign, you can actually go back and play a second campaign, a scenario B, if you will, and see events differently. Now, Resident Evil 2 takes place a couple months after the first game. We play as either Claire Redfield, Chris Redfield's sister, or Leon S. Kennedy, a rookie police officer who is about to have one hell of a first day on his job. I elected to start to play Claire's normal campaign, her regular campaign. Canonically, I'm kind of a canonical Resident Evil fanboy. The storyline goes Claire's scenario A, Leon's scenario B. It's always been my preferred way to play. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to play as Claire tonight. Original game, we're going to do it on normal, none of that easy nonsense. And I have in mind I'm going to go for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but we'll see what happens. So strap in. Let's go to Raccoon City. Resident Evil. That never gets old. Of all the title callings, I think maybe that one's my favorite. I think. Whatever. All right. Now, with the original Resident Evil, I played it a lot with my stepdad, but I don't remember if I played Resident Evil 2 with him or not.
It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus.
The T virus.
A mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments.
It's unfortunate. I really love the live action intro of the first game. This is fine, but it's not quite live action.
Thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were
far from finished. Eric says Metal Gear will always have a special place in my heart, especially when you say Metal Gear. Kind of like that. I do love the Metal Gear series, and I have been thinking about what you had said the last stream, Eric, about streaming Metal Gear. I might. We'll see. But definitely not during October. This is spooky season, so we're doing spooky stuff. And here comes Claire Redfield.
I'm finally here.
The OG Claire Redfield will always be my favorite. I love her character. I love how she's the young college student with a little bit of spark in her attitude, but she's still very caring. Best line in the whole
Guy's a
game.
maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me? Like, it's so dumb, but even just him getting bit, it like sets up the perfect payoff. I love it.
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello?
Which is a perfect reaction.
I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
God, even for PlayStation 1, you can't deny these graphics are great. These CGI cutscenes were done pretty damn well.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down.
Perfect. God, I love it.
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Which was Leon's famous last words for sure. God, the memories we're unlocking right now, buddy. Heck yeah, man. Games like these never get old, and they always have that nostalgia factor going for them.
Okay.
Even today, after not having played this game for a while, granted I played this for my podcast a couple years ago now, still get the tinglies watching this.
Radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
It's funny, those that don't know, when they originally were making Resident Evil 2, Claire Redfield was not a character that they were considering using.
Could you open the glove
It was a
box?
college gal named Elza Walker.
There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Then she got scrapped. I do remember jumping quite a ways when I first saw that for the first time. Like, who knew that was there? Like, that's Zombie Land rule number what? 37? Check the back seat? I guess the movie came out later, but I digress.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Hey, that maniac's got a whip! Run!
I am absolutely right, Eric.
Claire! I'm okay.
Love this intro. Perfect setup.
I'll meet you there.
And for as much as we learned about Raccoon City, which wasn't a ton in the first game, now we are thrown right smack dab in the middle of it. Best video game. Well, man, was the best? One of the best video game openings ever. I'd put it up there. I'd put it up there pretty well. Sir and Lady Flaw Gaming, welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. All right, here we go. All right. And yeah, we're thrown right into it. Here we go. Can you imagine if you are not a Resident Evil veteran, you don't know how to use these tank controls, and you this is what you start off with? Guarantee you're dying immediately. And I wonder how many times that turned people off from the game. All right, get out of the way. Whoop, there's another one. All right. And conveniently, we find the one gun shop, but it's closely guarded.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
I always found it interesting. I know it's Claire's weapon per se, but why he chooses to use a crossbow. But
Sorry about that, babe.
either way.
I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
A friend of mine played this game once, and he was playing as Leon, and he swears to me that there was a glitch that made it to where Kendo called Leon Darlin. I would have loved to see that. So, all right. We're safe for the moment. We're not going to be safe for very long. We're in a gun shop, and although there's cases, look at all that ammunition right there. Look at it all. We can take this one, though. because video game logic. But that's fine. We'll take what we can get. Oh, so you tried it and was instant death for you too, huh, Eric? Telling you, tank controls are not for the faint of heart. Like, you really got to get used to them things. No! Another perfect jump scare moment. Now here's one where it's like, do you take them out? Grab the bow gun now? No, I always run. Let him scarf on Kendo, unfortunately. Hey there, Lauren. Resident Evil 2? Absolutely. And hey, I will and am enjoying. Thank you very much for stopping by. We'll just pretend that gate won't come down at any point in time. Still, I love being out here in the city like this. I wish this opening... granted, we got it more in Resident Evil 3, but I wish this opening was a little bit more expanded. I wish we could go more places, but it makes sense what happens. Alright, down you go. And as always, we know the zombie is dead by... That's correct, the pool of blood. These zombies, I think, in this game, if you shoot them a couple times, sometimes they'll actually lunge at you and grab your feet. So we'll have to make sure that we keep a good distance this time. And you're not dead. You're dead-er now. And of course you're going to stand by the door. I always feel like I waste so much ammunition here, but it's like I don't want to take a bite just to save the few bullets. It's fine. Don't you hate that? Like you think, oh, I just put 4 or 5 rounds into them. They're going to go down here in a minute. And this jackass sucks up how many bullets? It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, cutting through the B-ball court. Don't think there's any hidden items really out here. Well, yeah, it kind of is a hidden item now that I think about it. For those that don't know, I feel like this is common knowledge. If you make it all the way to the police station, which is where we're heading, but you do not, and I repeat, do not pick up any items, when you get to the police station, you'll actually run into a zombified Brad Vickers, who was the helicopter pilot in the first game. If you can take him out, I believe he has, what is it? I think a key on him that allows you to get into a locker in the police station that'll let you access a different costume depending on who you're playing as. I would have loved to have shown that to you all if I would have thought about that before I grabbed the bullets, but it's fine. I enjoy what Claire is dressed in. Although Claire does get a 6-shooter single-action army revolver, which is actually kind of cool. But I never really used it much. I am curious what people think. I have never been one for alternate costumes or just alternate things in general like that. Like, I like bonus weapons. I like secret unlockables and stuff like that, but I never really cared for like changing up somebody's base cosmetics or anything. It's weird. Like, okay, I unlocked the bunny suit. I don't really want to wear the bunny suit. I don't know if that's just me or not. I really didn't have to kill that zombie, but whatever. Ow! Ooh, I am rusty. Can you blow zombies' heads off with the revolver? I don't remember, to be completely honest with you. I know the fire rate on the revolver was incredibly fast, which was awesome. Six round capacity for any revolver there, so you were reloading a lot, but I don't remember it doing anything critical hit-wise. I could be wrong, though. I have been known to be incorrect every once in a while. All right, let's grab the hidden green herb. I know you're out here. I thought you were out here. There you are. Because I'm going to need that. A little bit of reload action going on. And inside our new home, the Raccoon City Police Department. Like, when you step back and look at the Raccoon City Police Department for what it is, like, can such a building even exist? I know it's been modeled after, or modeled, what is it? It was a redone art museum, I think we learned in a file somewhere in the game. But just the layout of this entire place is just so convoluted and nonsensical, and I get it. It's a Resident Evil game. It has to be that way, but God, just imagine working here. Oh, and in this game, the original game, there is no restroom in the Raccoon City Police Department. Actually, there is no restroom in the game anywhere, except for the, I think the emergency tram that you take on the way to the laboratory. There's a bathroom in there, so figure that one out. All right. Oh, that's right. I need a key card to unlock the doors here in the hall, but first, we have to go see somebody real quick. What do we got here? No, I won't. Ah, my Aunt Sandy says hello, everyone. Hi, Aunt Sandy! Oh, I love it when anybody and everybody jumps into these. Fun fact, that's the exact noise I make when getting out of bed to go to work every morning.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared.
We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures.
Zombie-like?
In a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
He's not okay, Claire.
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go, Claire. Just go.
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Such a menial interaction, but when he points that gun at you, it's just, you know that it's serious. There is no way you're going to save that guy. But we'll see when we run into him next. Maybe he'll be red as rain, back on his feet. All right. Let's move on. So I think we can go down the hall. There's a door that direction. But I always start off with this direction. Or wait. I have to use the keycard first. I'm an idiot. All right. Once we use the keycard, we're going to go that direction. Do you want to use the blue keycard? I mean, we went all through that effort, all that effort to get it. Oh, thanks, Eric. This is way better than Netflix. Well, I can tell you, this right here is at least better than the Resident Evil Netflix show, Bazing. Which, side note, I rather enjoyed that show, but I had to just pretend it wasn't a Resident Evil show. As a show, I think it was fine. All right, item box. And I don't think, we don't start off with anything here. I was never good at using the knife in Resident Evil 2 in any capacity, so that thing's going right in the item box. Police memorandum. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with 4-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the second floor to the Eastern office on the first floor. 2236. I will always remember that code. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about that particular code that will always stick into my mind. No, Eric, I'm not talking about Death Island. There was a Resident Evil Netflix series. The logo is like yellow and red, I think it is. Live action. Definitely suggest looking it up. Like I said, it was not the best show ever, really, and it was a terrible Resident Evil show. But I thought the show was fine. Like, the characters were fine. Everything was fine. I did not care for the main character in the Resident Evil Netflix series, though. I felt like everything that went wrong was because of her and her bad decisions, and she didn't take any responsibility for any of it. So I kind of had a problem with that. It was weird. But look it up. Okay. We all know it's coming. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Oh, God. That right there, even just knowing it's coming. I remember when I was young and I saw that thing crawl across the window, and then what they're about to do with the window right here, this view. Eventually, there it is. Well, it's the only time you see this window, and it's like something's looking in on you. Like, you're immediately on edge because all you know in Resident Evil is zombies. And how long have we been playing this game now? 15 minutes, let's say? And already you're introduced to something else that is not a zombie. What is it? No idea. Like, this game is got some good lessons in suspense and tension. And I don't know if you're going to hear it because I have the audio a little lower for the stream, but all you hear now is drip, 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 drip. Where's that coming from? We'll see. The head is missing. Astute observation, Claire. Seems to have been twisted off. Take note of that. Not ripped off, didn't fall off, wasn't cut off. Twisted off. This is where my anxiety started. Yes, this is where it starts, and it doesn't let up. The perfect enemy reveal. All right. No sudden movements. Just kidding. It's one of those enemies where even when you know they're coming and know they're there, they're such a wild card. Like, if you have a shotgun or a grenade launcher, sure, you can take them on, but even when they take damage, they're so sporadic with how they fall back, and I always find a way to run away from those things, and that is such beautiful enemy design. Oh, hey there, Uriah. You've come for your evening dose of anxiety as well, I see. Thanks for hanging out, man. All right, so we are in a classroom. I think we've got a memo over here. Operation report. Operation report September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. I love the fact that they've just, yep, this is it. This is what's happening. It's zombies. They don't try to make up a name for them. It's great. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communication equipment was destroyed and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies attack, which I'm sure is not a coincidence, wink, He made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches, which is kind of a cool story point where it kind of explains the corruption behind the scenes, if you will. Hint, hint. But it also makes sense why, as we're going through the game, why ammunition's just scattered all over the place. So it's a great way to loop it into the gameplay. Anyway, it has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. Next, to unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have not been able to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder David Ford. All right, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be, and I don't want to... Or do you guys like the sultry sound of my voice? 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as-yet unknown creature. That is okay. This is where they get the... this is where they talk about the liquor. Its most distinguishing characteristics are its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers, as well as their location, remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. As horrible as it would be, I would actually find it kind of funny if one way you could die by the Lickers is if they somehow just like cut you in half with their tongue. Oh my god. Anywho, it's enough of me being morbid. All right, I don't think there's much else here in the main classroom. We got some notes and stuff. Looks like there was a recent accident here. Astute as always, Claire. All right. Oh, that's right. So there's a fireplace here, and there's an oil painting above it, which is titled A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. Perfect for a police station, I'm sure. These art pieces belong to the chief of police, I remember. And we need a lighter to light the fireplace, because if video games have taught us anything, if a fireplace exists, a pile of wood exists, you have to light it on fire. That's just survival horror 101. When you get killed by a liquor, Eric, nothing cool happens. It has this really cool attack where it'll rear back and jump up and do this gigantic swing and hit you if you're standing still. It does a ton of damage, but I think what happens is you just fall over and you let out a death scream. It's nothing great. Oh, hey guys. Ah, damn it. I thought I could squeak by. That's what I get. All right, these are one of the hallways where I'm just going to have to clear them out because I'm going to be in and out for a while. And it's a good thing I found my secret greeter before, because my dumb fingers got me in trouble again. Yeah, no, the liquor does not kill like a hunter. The hunter will have the best kill animation of all time, which is the sudden decapitation. The liquor, not so much. I think we're good. I don't have auto aim on, so I can't really tell. Oh, there you are. Damn it! I swear I don't suck at this game. There we go. I was actually trying to do a 300 or 180 degree quick turn, which you can do in Resident Evil 3 if you press back or down on the D-pad and then the square button, and it wasn't working, and I panicked. But someone left us some green herbage, so we'll be just fine. one of these days, if I get really good at streaming or putting in overlays, I would love the little health bar underneath my face down there to actually change in real time with the character. That would be so cool. All right, let's heal up really quick. I'll make a halfer, stick the I'll stick the first aid spray in the box. You don't use first aid sprays unless you're like really in dire straits. That's kind of my golden rule. Thank you, Eric. Eric, I'll put that on screen so everyone can see it. Eric vouches that I do not suck at this game. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is we can develop film here. Ooh, that's right. There's a lot of film we can find in this game. Some out in the open, some not so much. Here's the locker that if we would have encountered Brad in the at the entrance of Raccoon City Police Department, he would have dropped the key to that locker. Feeling pretty good. I don't really want to save right now, but I'm going to dump the ink ribbon in the box. Because as we all know, the boxes are connected by some trans-dimensional force, so what's in one box is in all boxes. Operation Report number 2. Let's see how our fellow officers are doing. September 28th. Early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. No, David! He was the guy from the last report. It's just starting to get to know him. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in these sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we lock the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office, since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whomever may find it. Recorder, Elliot Edward. If you've ever played, Resident Evil Outbreak, File 2, I think? There's actually a scenario that you play through where your survivors come into the police station while the police officers are still alive and trying to fend off the zombie outbreak. It's not super robust or anything, and I wish it was expanded upon, but it was a really cool scenario to play through in Outbreak on the PlayStation 2, to a point where I don't know what they're going to do with Resident Evil 9. I know Resident Evil 9 is in development. It's all been but confirmed, I think. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. Get the gem. Okay. So Resident Evil 9 is all but confirmed, I think. But instead of going forward, I would love for them to go back. Like, I would love for them to create a game in Raccoon City, like a true sort of a sandbox open world. You're in Raccoon City and you have to survive or find a way out. And granted, I think most of us know what happened at the end of Resident Evil 3, and the city is no longer after the end of that game. But I still think it would be awesome to play a game in Raccoon City proper like that. Like, this time frame, in my opinion, is Resident Evil's glory years. I love all the games in the series for what they are, but I got done finishing Resident Evil 8 Village. Finally, I played it last month, I think it was. And while it was a fun game, they're just getting so far away from what I think I expect out of a Resident Evil narrative, I'll say. It wasn't a bad game, but I love these original games more than I like the modern ones, I think. So we'll see. Maybe we'll go back to Raccoon City one day. Or some version thereof. But in any case, we got our red jewel now. I can't remember offhand what we used that for. Oh, I remember what we used it for. We'll get there in due time. So I'm talking like a definitive. I'm assuming you meant version, not virgin. Like a better better graphics or a different story. Maybe. To be completely honest with you, man, and I'm a borderline Resident Evil fanboy. I will play whatever they put out because I just smile and consume next Resident Evil product, basically, and I'm fine with that. So I would play practically whatever they put in front of us. So if it was just a polished, definitive kind of a version for more modern, I mean, they're already doing that with the remakes now anyway. But even if they just polished this game up, I would absolutely plunk down money for it. Yeah, there we go. Sir and Lady Flaw Gaming, 100% agree with you on that. The original 3 RE about perfection. They really were. I mean, some of them are rough around the edges. The very first one, of course, it was the first one. Capcom was just getting their feet wet, trying to find what worked. The second one, this one, I think was as close to perfection as they got. The third game with Jill Valentine in the city, I liked it. It was good. It lacked story for me, and I liked but hated the dodge mechanic. I mean, they were all good. They were all good, and I think they really set the stage for what we got now, and they should not be overlooked. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna make you guys suffer for a second. So, I believe at this desk there is a hidden roll of film, and you have to search the desk 50 times to get it. So I'm going to smash my finger for a little bit, and I'll entertain you with a song. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm not going to sing to you. But it's funny, this particular Easter egg, I don't know who found it. I don't know who decided to search something 50 times before it came up. But it's an interesting Easter egg, and I think it's probably one of my favorite ones in gaming, period. Plus, if you're a Resident Evil, dare I say, diehard, or you're really into the story, it kind of makes you wonder why this particular roll of film is hidden at this particular desk, which is the desk of Albert Wesker, the head of STARS, whom we learned in the last game is kind of an ass. So why he has what he has, that's open for interpretation. Maybe I should have counted. There we go. Perfect. Will you take the film? I will. We'll head back to the dark room momentarily and develop that. For those of you that know what's on that roll of film, it is interesting to think about. For those of you that don't know, prepare for the surprise. All right, and then this desk here is Jill Valentine's desk. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. Always wondered who that could be, but he's never mentioned again. And in the Resident Evil 3 remake, that picture is replaced by a picture of her dog. And here we go. This is Chris's diary. August 8th, I talked to the... Oh, wait, that's not how Chris sounds. Let me try this again. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up with that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. Looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? Voice climbing and exaggeration? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. Chris's diary has been filed. So it stinks. we're now, what, a half hour into the game, and Claire's whole reason for coming to the city is now for naught. Chris is not here. He is elsewhere. But he left us a unicorn medal because maybe he knew we were going to need it. All right. I think that's all we need in here. Damn fax machine. I know it probably wasn't intended as a jump scare, but it gets me every once in a while, that stupid beep. Federal Department, Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Okay, so Eric loves my voices. Do I do a different one? I've got like 3. Let's do my second one. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department Stars Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. Number 1, regarding the G virus currently under development by Umbrella Incorporated, which is actually pretty interesting. They would send this over a fax, but whatever. So far, it is unconfirmed that the G virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2, regarding Mr. Brian Irons, chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds and bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons has been arrested under suspicion of rape on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal academic standing. Which I guess the lesson is get A's and you can do whatever the hell you want. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Security, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Yeah, my second voice there was just a hodgepodge of nonsense, so sorry about that. So my first one is Chris. Number 2 is a news reporter. The third one is Snake from Metal Gear. That's what I'll do. The next dirty, gritty file I read, I will read it as Solid Snake. How about that? All right, so we've got the unicorn medal. We've got the red jewel, and then we've got Albert Wesker's secret naughty pictures. Oh, that's right. Spade. I can't get through there because I need the magical key to get through. All right, let's double back. I don't think we're going to run into anything. I'm actually getting PTSD flashbacks. Those that have played Resident Evil 3, when you're on your way back here, you hear broken glass right about here. And things get incredibly creepy. I'll leave it at that. I'm probably going to stream Resident Evil 3 at one point, so I want that one person that hasn't seen that scene get surprised. All right. Let's head back and develop our film. Add it to our pile. See what Captain Wesker's got hidden under all his books and papers. Recruit! Gasp! It's Rebecca Chambers from the first game in her athletic uniform. Mr. Wesker, what are you thinking? It's funny. If you're bored, jump online one day and search up fan theories about that film, about how people think that Albert Wesker, our big bad, had an infatuation with Rebecca Chambers, that he's into young girls and equally as disturbing things, or that he was grooming her for some other experiment or something along those lines. Like, the fan theories are ridiculous. It's locked. A diamond is etched under the keyhole. Okay. I think I can use... Actually, I need to go back to the save room for a second, y'all. Pardon me. I'm going to dump off that grenade launcher. As awesome as that would be to take out that liquor in the other hallway, I think I usually just save this thing and just run around that liquor. We'll see if we get lucky. The red jewel, I think, is on the second floor, but there's an item box near it, I think. And that unicorn medal, I think that's for the fountain on the first floor, if I'm not mistaken, which gets us a key. God, there was a time when I was young, all I did was play this game, and I had this stuff memorized. So, but some of it's coming back to me. Excuse me. Do I think Wesker was at a Diddy party? We do not mention the name of Diddy on this show, Eric. What are you talking about? Oh, hey, Lindsay. Lindsay from LL Cool Games has stopped by. What is happening? Not staying long. This game is too spooky for bedtime. Oh, this game's not scary at all. Like, just look at this right here. Just walking down the hall. Everything's fine. Ah! I knew that was coming. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Did I scare anyone? These are the dumb little jump scares that this game does so well. Ah, get off! Stupid hands. Like I said before, the tension in this game. All right, I got a laugh out of you. I got a laugh out of you. All right. It's not scary when you have it memorized. That's true. That is true. All right, we're in the liquor hallway. Yep, that sound is never not scary. But like I said before, I think we can just walk and we'll be fine. Not do any sound. We'll be fine. Oh, her head's looking up, so it's on the ceiling. Damn it. Tell you what, let's run past this goon, and then I'll tell you a fun story about this particular hallway. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Probably could have ran, or probably could have walked, but I'm gonna run. Ah! I wasn't scared at all. Everything was fine. But real quick about that hallway. So those that are watching with us live, or those that have played the game before, you'll remember that we had the cinematic cutscene with the liquor, that awesome reveal, which was awesome. But that is actually not how it was originally going to go. Originally, there was going to be a zombified head that was going to fall and hit the ground as Claire or Leon looked at the blood, actually knelt down and looked at the blood, and the head would fall down. And then the liquor, without the CGI cutscene, would then fall right in front of you, and then you would get that dun-dun, and then the music would play, and then you would go. I'm not entirely sure why they scrapped it in favor of the CGI cutscene, but that's how it was originally going to go. So much so, I didn't think about this until much later, but so much so that the zombified head that was going to drop is still in the ceiling. It's still rendered in the ceiling. And when you go through that hallway for the very first time, you can get a glimpse of it if you've got a keen enough eye, which I never noticed. It was something I always learned, or something I learned about many, many years later. So there's your random Resident Evil fun fact. All right, what am I doing? Putting the unicorn medal, not pause, putting the unicorn medal in the thing. All right, we got a key. Leanne has joined the stream. Hello, Leanne. Says Spitfire Gaming Co. I don't know if that's a plug or if that's your thing, but check out Spitfire Gaming Co. because do it. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. All right, so we got a key. The spade key, it looks like. It's in the shape of a spade. It's so dumb. Of all the video game trinkets and stuff that I have in my office here, which isn't a ton, I have always wanted a set of Raccoon City Police Department keys. Like, how cool would that be? All right. Got a decent enough bullets. We're going to get accosted by a zombie horde. Maybe I should have kept the grenade launcher. All right, stand your ground, do the thing. And as simple as it looks now, how many are on screen right now? 5, 6? There's 6 on screen right now. This was a sight to behold back in the day. Like, I think maybe you had 2 zombies at one time in the original Resident Evil, maybe, but to have 6 in a single room with you was just mind-blowing to me when I was a kid. All right, my bullets are doing nothing. Of which I have 9 left. We're all dead. We're all dead, and I am hilariously low on ammunition, which I think happened last time when we played the original Resident Evil. Nothing to care about. This would make a fun snapshot. Yep, nothing to see here. All right, what do we got? Green herb. I've already got a couple. I will leave that there for a rainy day. Oh, here's another fun Resident Evil fun fact. I'm playing the DualShock version of Resident Evil 2, so it actually came out after the first one, or the first iteration of Resident Evil 2 came out. In the first iteration of the game, these Coke machines right here were actually Coke machines. They didn't really say Coke, but they were Coke machines. Like, you could tell they were Coke machines. To a point where Coke got kind of pissed about it. So now in later iterations of Resident Evil 2, now all the vending machines look like this. So, fun random fact number 2. Stay tuned for more. I've got a couple. All right. I don't want to go down there yet, so I think I want to go in here. Problem is, this particular room has even more zombies, or just about the same. And I only have 9 bullets. So we're going to do some ducking and rolling. And not get eaten by this guy on the floor. Yep, you just move your head back and forth. It's fine. Alright. We are going to kill this guy, though, and use the safe code that I have memorized before he gets back up. Does anyone remember the save code? 2, 2, 3, 6. Bam. Acid rounds for the grenade launcher I so conveniently left in the item box, and a police station map. All right, see you later. There's probably something else in this room I can't remember, but it's a little too crowded. Or no, wait. I'm going to pilfer your body. Thanks, bucko. Mucho apreciado. Eric, you tried. 2236. I appreciate you trying. It's locked. A heart on the door. All right, this I think takes us to a stairwell that'll take us to the second floor. Excuse me. A lot of herbs up in here. I feel like the game is trying to tell me something. I will take 1 and create the super herb. Combine 3, and this will heal you 100%. We'll leave that one there for later. And another one. It's locked from the inside. Well, that was a waste of trip. No biggie. We'll make our way back through the room we were in, hopefully evading some zombies. And I think down the hallway I didn't go, through that room or through that door, there is a door that I can use the spade key on. I think. Don't touch me. Yeah, I think generally I usually just leave the zombies alone in that room. While I know that in the first Resident Evil, if you manage your weapons and resources properly, there's more than enough to take care of pretty much everything in the game. But I think early on in Resident Evil 2, you do run the very real risk of running out of ammunition if you kill everything you see. But then you're in situations like this, where you kind of have to. Which, in my opinion, is actually pretty decent game design. I'm not going to be able to run around these two, am I? Nope, come here. I'll plug you too. But it's good game design as far as I'm concerned, because how do you create tension? You make your player use the resources they have, right? That's one way. So now I'm being forced into a situation where I more or less have to use my resources or take damage. I am actually out of ammunition. Son of a bitch. It doesn't really happen to me all that often. Oh, red herb. Hey, buddy. I will take you. All right. Oh, bullets. This two-way mirror always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Eric, if I remember correctly, the red herbs only give you half, right? No, you remember incorrectly, sir. You are banned. Totally kidding. No, the red herbs don't do anything on their own. You have to combine them with a green herb, and combining them with a green herb, that mixture will heal you up completely. They are useless on their own. Oh, that's right. I remember. So we're gonna have a bad day when we get to the other side of this mirror in that other room over there. Those that know, know. Those that don't know, you're gonna get a jump scare. I'll tell you that much. Whoa, hello. A club. Okay, so this trip was for naught, mostly. I think I can squeeze by you. Ugh! All right, yep, I can definitely squeeze by you. Get the hell out of here. I'm gonna blame that on the PlayStation. I'm gonna blame it on someone besides myself. That was crap. All right. So this side of the police station is more or less secure. Well, secure as in I don't have much access anywhere else. We do have the spade key. Where did I see that we could use the... Oh, I remember. I got to go back upstairs. That door right around the corner from the Star's office, which means I get to run by the liquor again. It's fine. We are liquor runner buyer experts. All right. Red herb can go on the pile. Acid rounds can go in the pile. And I'll keep my healing item. I'm still feeling confident that I'm not going to die in front of you all. Hey, Retro Tiburon. What is happening, my man? Thank you very much for joining the stream. Never beat Resident Evil 2, huh? Well, you should absolutely rectify that if you ever get the chance. But I totally get it. Resident Evil 2, I think it's a little longer than the first one. And it could definitely be a challenge. I don't know when you popped into the stream, but you just missed me gloriously running out of ammunition, because that's exactly what you don't want to do in a survival horror game. All right, where are you at? Still up on the ceiling? Try this door really quick. I have used the spade key. All right. I thought that took the club key. All right. Huh. Someone needs to clean up their mess. A copy machine. Will you take the ink ribbon? I will not. I've got 2 fresh ones in my save room. Thank you very much. Visual materials. Oh, that's right. The crank's up there. We got to get the crank. Because pretty sure every main Resident Evil game, the original 3 at least, use a crank in some capacity. So, got to get that crank. Is there a crank in Resident Evil 4? Can't remember. All right, I actually can't remember what the hell we used the crank for. Is it the clock tower? It's probably the clock tower. Retro Tiburon's beating the first one. Yeah, first one. I acknowledge it's not the better of the 3 originals, but the first one will always be my favorite. First one is like the game that made me a gamer, and I never not want to play it. Oh my god! I knew that was coming. I was being dramatic. Maybe. Retro Tiburon says for 2 and 3, I've only beaten the remasters. Honestly, that's awesome. Resident Evil 2, the remaster, is probably the best, or top 3 at least, best remakes I've ever played. Reimaginings even. Like, it was done so incredibly well. Like, I'd actually be curious, Retro, if you ever do go back and play this game, Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation, how it would feel having you completed the second remake first. I wonder if that would change your experience at all. But going to this game, or from this game to the remake, it was like they made that game just for me. It was so well done. The third one, I still think is a good game, the third remake, but they just left too much out, and it was not nearly as robust as I would have liked it to be. So I still like it, but it was borderline a missed opportunity, in my opinion. Oh yeah, the save room music in Resident Evil 2, I think is my favorite. I need to rank them at some point in my mind. All the save room music. Resident Evil 4 is up there. Ooh.
Help me!
I forgot about Sherry. One moment as I redispatch this poor sap. Sleep well, sweet prince. Anyway, what was I clamoring on about? No, I like the Resident Evil 3 remake. I wish there was a little bit more to it. Save room music. How did I go back a topic? Anyway, I need to rank the save room music. Resident Evil 4's was up there. Resident Evil 2 is pretty good. Resident Evil 3 is... I like it for, well, a weird reason. It's just very appropriate for that game. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, hey, Leon.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
Oh, yeah, the sickest. Absolutely, man.
Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone.
Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio.
Take that radio.
That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
All right. Thanks, Leon. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, Justine. I think those are little zombies. That's so cool. Thank you for joining. Retro says, I've only not beaten Resident Evil 4 and 6 from the mainline games. Oh, man. How long do you got tonight, my friend? I could talk about the mainline games all day. But let's go back to Resident Evil 2 and the remake really quick while they're fresh on my mind. So this interaction right here that we just saw with Leon and Claire, I wish... And I don't know how you feel about this, Retro Tiburon, or anyone else has played the remake, Resident Evil 2 remake. I wish there were more Claire-Leon interactions like this, because in the remake, there really wasn't any. There was one in the beginning, and then there was one at the end when you finish the game, and it's like they never really had a chance to interact with each other, really. And granted, you don't really see them interact a lot in this game either, but these couple check-ins, these couple moments remind you as the player that they're out there somewhere. You're really not truly alone in the police station. And I really like those interactions. I wish the remake did those a little bit better. But that's just my humble opinion. Heck yeah, anything that's locked gets the lockpick. That's just the rule. Flame rounds for the grenade launcher. Sweet. Nice. Lauren's favorite, Resident Evil 4, my favorite, hands down. Although I love the menu sounds and story from this one. They're iconic. I don't know of any other way to describe them. The menu sounds just it's all nostalgia to me, but they're iconic. This was when Resident Evil was at its peak. And not to say that the series went down or anything after this, but this was the height. This is what sticks with you. Let's see here. All right, we've got... I know I have to do something in this library. What was it? Move the shelves, I think? Kinda. Switch to slide the shelf left and right. Will you push it? Oh, that's right. I got to activate the power first. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, yeah, thanks. No thanks. Retro says they're aiming to beat the Resident Evil 4 remaster this year. But, backlog issues. Maybe next Halloween. I get it. My backlog is just ridiculous. Here, you guys want to see something fun really quick? There's my backlog. It hurts. I've got so many games to play. I guess it's not the worst problem to have, right? But I will say, Resident Evil 4, the remaster, prioritize that. I highly recommend that game. Oh, Lindsay, are you still on? Are you afraid of the jump scare things and you don't want to be scared? Because there's one not coming up. Such a jerk. I think this gives us our puzzle solution. Yeah, we've got to move the shelves to line up with the little notches up top there, which I think you just move 2 of the shelves and you're fine. But yeah, the Resident Evil 4 remake, I was lucky enough to play it last year, fairly close after it released. I haven't had a chance to go back to it. I really want to go back to it, but I was so impressed with the Resident Evil 4 remake. Everything about it just scratched me right where I itched. Gunplay was solid. The sound effects were amazing. Using your knife is totally different. You can actually use it as a pair. You can parry attacks with it. Like it's so well done. Like I really want to go back to it, and I want to play the DLC separate ways, where you get to play through the game from Ada Wong's perspective. I'm waiting for the DLC to just go on sale because I'm a cheap person, and then once it does, I'm gonna scoop that up and then try to go back to the remake at some point. But definitely prioritize Resident Evil 4's remake if you can. You will not regret it. And somehow they make Ashley Graham, arguably the most annoying character in video game history, likable and relatable. And I was very impressed with how they made her character out. All right, I don't want to waste bullets on you scumbags. So we will duck and weave. All right, emergency ladder go down so we can go down. But we're not going to go down. We're going to continue that way. And I can't, of course, see where you're at, Mr. Zombie. Of course, you're right in my face. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Zoom, zoom. Good Lord, how many are there? See, if I were to take all these people out, I'd be out of ammo again. So we're doing good. All right. Did they ever remake Code Veronica? Negatory. They did not. I'm of the opinion that if Resident Evil is going to remake, or Capcom rather, if they're going to remake the next game, I want it to be Code Veronica. I want that to be their next remake. It was the last classic Resident Evil. I think it's way underrated. It's definitely rough around the edges, and there's some bloat in the game that I didn't really care for from a story and gameplay standpoint, mostly near the second half. But I loved Code Veronica. I thought it was fantastic. I would love to see it. Plus, I would love to see another game that had Claire in it, the character that I'm playing as now. I love me some Jill. I love me some Chris. Claire, after this game, she had Revelations 2 that she was in, but they turned her into a philanthropist. They turned her into a social worker, which makes sense for her in the grand scheme of things. But I like her like this, when she's taken the fight to the enemy. So I would love to see another game with Claire in it. So Code Veronica remake, sign me up. Secretary Diary A. April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it there in the open like that. Very good advice, but I already solved that puzzle, so no thanks. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds these tacky things or where he's getting the money to pay for them. Definitely not embezzling them, or definitely not working for Umbrella on the side, I'm sure. Wink. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. Ooh, nudity. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at the painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. So that's basically just telling us, go find the painting downstairs and set it on fire, now that we have the lighter, which we will do. But first, let's see here. Ooh, 1 second. That's strange. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm actually using a PlayStation 2 controller. I'm sorry, not PlayStation 2. A PlayStation 4 controller that I've got hooked up to the thing that I'm using to play this game. And somehow there we go. Somehow I pressed the touchscreen and it actually brought up a keyboard right in front of my face. I don't think you guys saw it on stream, but that was very distracting. Sorry about that. Oh, Eric calls me out. I didn't use the Metal Gear Solid Snake voice when I read that last file. I have been forgiven this time, but I will have to I'll have to do it next time. All right. I got distracted by that keyboard. What the hell am I doing? I need to go back in here. Sorry, y'all. This is what happens when you get old and you get tired. All right. That's right. So in the next room, there's a hallway, and then there's a statue that's going to take this red jewel. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, and then dump off the flame rounds because we're going to hoard those up. I think we're going to have some stiff opposition in this next hallway, but I am confident in Claire's ability to move. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I thought there were lickers in this hallway. Maybe that's the second scenario as the other character. Oh, that's right. I can't get here yet because what the fudge? I'm trying my hardest not to swear if I can help it. But never in my life have I said fudge. God, I hate this game. Is my wife still watching? Did she catch that? All right, let's keep moving. Oh, Claire's looking. What's Claire looking at? Some Boyds. We're actually going to go out here for a second. Unlock this door, because this is going to take us to that hallway, or rather that stairwell that has that green herb, and my foolishness requires that we do a little light healing. Good Lord. Sir and Lady Flaw, I have to work on the not swearing part on my YouTube. The struggle is real. I hear that. It's funny for my podcast, the Retro Wildlands. When I made the logo, I purposely put the rated M for mature logo on it here in North America, and I put it on the left side of the podcast logo, which to me gives me kind of carte blanche to where if I want to swear on the podcast, I can. I mark all my episodes explicit, except for the ones I know I don't swear in, so I kind of cover myself that way. Although I actually kind of tug and pull a little bit, where sometimes I feel like I want to swear just for the sake of shock value to emphasize. I mean, the F word's perfect for that. You could use that with just about anything. It's kind of like Frank's Red Hots. Put that on everything. But on the other hand, like I don't want to force it if it doesn't make sense. But on the third hand, because one exists, in my day-to-day life, I swear like a sailor. I've actually started swearing around my stepkids. They're older now, but I've started swearing around them and not really thinking about it. So I have a love-hate relationship with swear words. That was a long way to say I feel that struggle, sir and lady. Absolutely. All right. What am I doing? Birds. Trying to think. I can't remember if there's something on that dead body that I want. Let's find out. He has been pecked to death. Perfect. I'll take those bullets. All right. God, I hate birds. Oh my god. All right. Pop quiz. Was that a genuine reaction, or did I do that because of shock value or whatever? That was genuine. I forgot all about that. Damn birds. All right. Oh, yes, and Eric, for those that don't know, he is my step bro. I lived with his father for a while, and his comment, you also did grow up with my dad, LOL. Yes, your father swears like a sailor too, and I probably got most of my swears from him. Although I'm not entirely sure when it was that I became comfortable swearing around him or my mom. Actually, I made it a point, I think, to not swear around my mother after I grew up. But any more now? Ugh. All right, another yard full of zombies. We're gonna see if my luck holds out and just run around them for now. I'll quit your moaning. All right. It's interesting. I love talking to you all, and don't get me wrong, I'm going to continue to do so. But I find myself doing things that I don't think I would normally do while I'm talking because I have a hard time splitting my concentration between the two things. Like, I say that to say I opened this door and I like legitimately could not remember where the hell I was at. Like, what's going on? But it's all coming back to me now. We've got the valve handle, which I cannot remember for the life of me why we need that. Oh, for the helicopter. We can put the flames out upstairs. Okay. Claire's bow gun. Yeah. I'll take that bow gun. Thank you much. Ink ribbon. I don't really want to use the space. Yep, got that crank too, Eric. That's correct. Oh, I love this part. For those that know, but why was this the only instance where this particular event happens? Check this out. So you open a door, right? It's how the game masks loading times, but it's still equally as creepy. It's the perfect mask of resources for the game to use, right? But this one is a booby trap. Your guard's down. Maybe you put your controller down to get a drink. And this happens. Like, this is the only time in the original series that this happens. Like, wasted What is that? You. I think I mentioned it off the top of the stream, but yeah, they can lunge at your legs now. But hopefully you all saw me just kick that thing off his shoulders because that could absolutely happen in real life. It's fine. It was still satisfying. Oh, that's right. I wasted my bullets on them. She won't even go outside because it's too dangerous with not one, but 2 explanation points. Gah. Hate this game. At least we got the bow gun and the crank now. Why was that zombie taller than Shaq? They come in all shapes and sizes, my friend. Plus, Claire's maybe it's Claire. Maybe she's just shorter, and it's all an optical illusion. Oop, here we go. Yeah, I'm a master of tank controls. Anyone who doesn't like tank controls is a loser. I'm totally kidding. You can take tank controls because they do suck. All right. Let's use our valve on the water tank. Excessive pressure may rupture the tank. Well, dear sign, that is the goal. Like, so advantageous that there's no failsafe built into that, so no knucklehead can accidentally do this, but that's fine. All right, go and get whatever's in here. Ah, sweet bullets. The helicopter is a complete wreck. This is your 3rd time being extremely obvious, Claire? Appreciate you. All right. So now that we put the fire out, now we can go in the room that I tried to go into earlier that was on fire. But first, we're going to try to see if we can walk by the birds. Nope, can't walk by them. Screw you guys. Yeah, I hate those birds. You know what other birds I absolutely hate? The birds in Ninja Gaiden on the original Nintendo. For those that have played that game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So birds in general, screw them. Ooh, that was a loud scream. The door is broken. I can't go any further. There's no choice but to take out the wall. You got to find some explosives for this, like a key item, but I remember actually trying to blow this thing open with a grenade launcher and getting pissed that it didn't work. Which, I mean, maybe it should have worked. Okay. Oh, this room. I hate this room too. The reason I hate this room is that skylight right there. I can't remember in what situation it happens, but a licker will fall through that skylight after you do something in this room, whether it's put the jewel in the chest or whatever it may be. And I can never remember when it is, and half the time it never happens. So this is the one room I am constantly on edge. So if this does happen and I do squeak into the microphone, I will not apologize. So you know. All right, what do we got here? All right, so I can put one here, which I actually need another one, which is behind the painting. That's right. We have to burn the painting. But we do get the diamond key. And it's just me, but I got to check these so the description changes. Call it OCD, I don't know. But now it says diamond key. How didn't I die by blowing up the wall with a grenade launcher? Video game logic. That's all. No idea, Eric. It just the game wasn't advanced enough to incorporate collateral explosive damage, I guess. Thankfully. Okay, he's not coming that time. I swear to God, a licker comes through that ceiling at some point. All right. So we're going to head back to the other side of the precinct, first floor, classroom, burn the painting, get the jewel, come back, not die in the process. Sounds like a plan. All right. I don't think I need the valve handle anymore, not until we get to the sewer. I can't remember what the diamond key's for, but we'll keep it on us. We've got 2 open slots left. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. These zombies out here, don't worry about them. We're going to run by them. Because Oh, you're right in my way. All right, are you dead? Yep, you look dead. There's nothing that sucks worse than putting rounds into a zombie, leaving the room, they not being dead, and then you wasted all that ammunition. This guy's going to grab me. I can feel it. Come on. Where are you at? You're down at the bottom. Nope, we're good. Yeah, suck it. My luck, I'll get killed by a regular zombie on stream. Ugh. Still irritates me when I was playing the original Resident Evil, however many weeks ago that was, and I got killed by one of the bigger spider bosses. Ugh. Alright. I can still go this way. Go buy the liquor again. We're now settling into what I like to call the backtracking routine. We've more or less gotten ourselves pretty acclimated with the police station. We kind of know what rooms have threats, which ones don't, and we're just solving puzzles at this point. Oh, that's right. I think we can find a cable and repair the window shutters here, that thing that Claire's pointing at right now. I think there's 2. That's right. There's two rooms that have window shutters and 1 cord that we can use to fix the shutters. Run. Although, the fun bits about playing this game a second time with another character is when you play through as another character, some of the things you do will have an impact on your second playthrough, your scenario B. And if I remember right, if we fix any of the hallways shutters and we bring those down, in the next person's scenario B, the shutter will fail, open up, and spill zombies into the hallway. So it's like little trade-offs that you have to kind of manage. Not that you would know that until you played the game, but I always thought that was interesting. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm over here yapping again, and I walk by the room I need to go in. How do you people find me entertaining? I have no idea. Over here meandering around and crap. Seriously, though, for those of you that are live with me this evening, thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. It's always fun having people watch me play some of my favorite video games, so thank you guys for being here. All right. Fire! All right, that's red jewel number 2. So let's double back and go back upstairs and throw it in the stone bosom of that statue. Eric asks, in your opinion, what is the coolest kill that a zombie or entities have done to you? You want to know the coolest way that I have left this mortal coil in a Resident Evil game, Eric? Let me think here. Let me think. And thank you, Lauren, for being here. Again, appreciate you. Let's see. What is the coolest way that I have met my demise? Trying to think here. Well, this is going to sound terrible, so judge me how you want. For those that did not participate in the first live stream where I was playing the original Resident Evil, I'll just tell this very short story. I found dying in that game fascinating. And it wasn't like the act of dying was fascinating to me. It was the fact that they had animations unique to certain ways to die in that game. Specifically, I'm sure we all remember, if we've played the original Resident Evil, the original Hunter, right? If you're low on health, he'll just swipe his claw at your head and will decapitate you immediately. Like, there's barely any warning, and it's just very abrupt, and your head is literally gone off of your character model. I always thought that was fascinating. Again, not the death per se, but just the fact that they animated it like that. And of course, I was a kid. I mean, who wasn't going to find that awesome, right? So I recorded a bunch of ways to die in that game by routing the video cables from the PlayStation through our VCR into the TV. So I would throw a VHS tape in there, hit record when I'd make my character die, and I created a compilation. YouTubers are doing all that kind of nonsense all over the place now. If you want to Google how you die in Resident Evil on YouTube, have a ball. You'll be there for hours. So that's kind of where it all started for me. But then as the different games kind of went through, 2, 3, and others, I was fascinated by discovering how you could meet your demise. Some of the ways are very creative. I mean, take a Mortal Kombat game. They're very creative with having characters meet their untimely end. But to answer Eric's question, what is the coolest kill? I would have to say in Resident Evil 4, there is a bug-like monster. It's a Spanish name. I can't remember what it's called. Novistador, maybe? It's a bug that it actually goes invisible every once in a while. And if you let it get too close to you, it'll actually jump on top of you, Leon, your character, and spit this acid on top of you. If you let it kill you, the kill animation is very quick. All Leon does is fall backwards, and his head turns to the side, and half his face is melted off. Like, you can see his skull. Like, that game is known for its violence or whatever, but that was like the most intricate way to die. Like, they animated that. Ugh. So, final answer, the Novistador from Resident Evil 4, the crawly bug monster that spits vomit on your face. Thanks for letting me remember that. All right, another treasure, thanks to the jewels. Oh, that's right. This is half of a stone. Whatever, at least we have it now. Okay, is this where the liquor's going to come out? Holding my breath. Okay, no liquor. Swear to God. Maybe it's scenario B then, but I remember having nightmares. Oh, Eric, do not apologize for questions, my friend. If I can catch him in chat, I will answer any reasonable question, which is most anything. Like, ask me what brand of shoe I wear. I don't care. I'm all about making conversation. Actually, don't ask me that question because I have no idea what brand of shoe I wear. Okay, so we've got the diamond key now. So now, classic survival horror question you ask yourself, now that I have this particular item, what can I do with it? Not pause. Where's my map? I know I have a map somewhere. Let's see here. Oh, I can get to the basement now, I think. And I think the diamond key is used in that hallway with the twin mirror, the interrogation room. Yeah. That sounds about right. Da-da-da-da. All right, I am going to go to the room, the interrogation room. We're going to do that first. I think that's closer. That's about the same distance now I think about it. But whatever, we're going to do that first because that's what I want to do. I think there's another stone tablet in that interrogation room and a little bit of a surprise. All right, I cleared out everybody here. I green herb's still over there. I'm doing fine with health. It's fine. Everything's fine. I think I've still got some zombies walking around here, which actually, no, I can still dodge them. It's fine. I was going to consider using the bow gun. I hate the bow gun so much, so I am very eager to use up that weapons ammunition whenever I can, if it allows me to take out a zombie or two. Like, I like what the bow gun's supposed to be, but it was never my favorite. Okay. There we go. There's that cable I was talking about. All right. Not ominous at all. Here's another fun fact. Am I on fun fact 3 or 4? Let's say 4. I think I'm on fun fact 4. I am probably talking out of my rear. I swear I read this somewhere. But the way that they got the effect of the mirror that you're seeing right now, where Claire is on the other side there, it's not like an actual mirror effect. They just shoved her, another one of her character model, on that side of the room. So there's actually 2 character models of Claire on screen as opposed to like a reflection effect or something. That's boring as hell, I know, but I thought it was cool. All right. All right, glad we got that. Let's head on back. Fuck! Did I get anyone with that? Oh my god. All right. I am pretty sure that door down there is locked with a key that I don't have, and I don't feel like figuring it out. I'm pretty sure it's locked with the club key, so we'll keep moving. Like, when it comes to jump scares, allow me to go on a rant really quick. I love jump scares, as bad as that sounds. And I think what makes a good, effective jump scare, especially in a game like this, it's like, it's one thing when it's completely out of the blue. Like, it's just all of a sudden it happens. You have no visual cue or anything like that. And that, sure, that can be effective. But in a room that we were in, the room that we were in, that interrogation room, and you're, oh, it's a heart key. I thought I could get downstairs with this. Anyway, when you're shown a view, a mirror, a window, or something that has the potential to invoke a jump scare, that's when jump scares are at their best. Because how many times do you like get yourself just jazzed up for that possibility, and it's like you think it's going to lessen the blow because you're prepared for it, but it in fact makes it worse. I love jump scares that do that, and I like that interrogation room because of it. All right, I'm having an old man moment. I can't remember what else I can use that diamond key on. So allow me to consult my atlas, my my roadmap, if you will. Oh, I think that room up there on the first floor on the left there, I think that takes the diamond key. Maybe. Or you guys are just going to watch me walk in circles. Whatever you guys find entertaining. Alright, going on back. Like, for as many times as I've killed this, or walked through this liquor hallway, I should just kill this guy. But I don't want to. I don't want to fight it. I feel like anytime I engage a liquor in combat, I'm guaranteed to take damage, no matter how prepared I am. Alright. So we've got 1, 2.5 stones. I think we just need 1 more. I am gonna use the cord on the hallway coming up. No, I'm not. Because if I use the cord on the shutters coming up, it'll lock the shutters, which is fine. But if I remember right, the liquor's in there right now, and then later when I come back, zombies will come through there. I would rather have the hallway filled with zombies and then have the liquor out of there. So I will use the cord on another hallway. Yeah, see, I'm using my noodle up there. I think that makes the most sense. Oh, I shouldn't have ran. I don't know if you heard that thunk, but he's on the ground now because I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Ugh. Precisely how many bullets do you need to kill a liquor? You did correct your spelling. You mean liquor. 1 bullet for a shot of bourbon, I assume. How many bullets does it take to kill a liquor? Handgun bullets? I was never brave enough to try. Have no idea. Anytime I try to put bullets into a liquor, I end up taking so much damage that I give up. So no idea. Grenade rounds? 2, possibly 3. Acid rounds are where it's at with the liquor. I could be misremembering. There we go. There's my diamond key. Get the hell out of here. I could be misremembering, but I think it only takes 1 acid round to kill a liquor because they're all muscle. There's... Holy shit. Oh, I almost got free. I gotta get some breathing room. Why would they do this to me? There's so many in this enclosed space. I'm sure if I would have had the grenade launcher, it would have been fine. But I didn't. Because I'm frugal. And there's still one more of you in here. Ugh. We'll take him out in a minute. The lock is broken. We'll use the lockpick. Again, I made that comment a while ago, but the number of zombies they put into a room, whether it's a long hallway or now, in this case, an enclosed space, all I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. That's right. But yeah, I still very impressed with the amount of zombies I can shove in a room, but now it's to my detriment. 2 more? What the damn it? Oh, I'm still caution. It's fine. You know what? Just for that, you're going to die slowly with the power that is the bow gun. Stand your ass up. Oh, wait. This isn't like the bow... the bow gun in Code Veronica is what I was thinking of. This is a little bit more effective. There we go. I probably should have used the bow gun when I walked in the room, shouldn't I? This one, that's right. It shoots 3 bolts all at once. And the stopping power is actually pretty decent. Damn it. I was totally thinking of the bow gun in Code Veronica, which is about as useless as a wet paper bag. Ugh. All right. Let me get my bearings. I'm agitated now. It's kind of funny when they try to bite your neck. It looks like someone's trying to kiss and trying to kiss at a first date. I can think of better first dates. One at a restaurant or mayhaps a movie theater. Not a police station, and not with these people. All right, so we got some more film, which I don't think is really going to advance the game all that much, but we still need to develop it. And we've got the plastic bomb. Where is the detonator? Mr. McLean, where are my detonators? Shout out to anyone that gets that reference. All right. So we got some bolts now. We're in a better spot. All right. Let's keep moving. God, I'm so agitated by that. Oh, now I remember where we're at. This music is perfect. And I don't know if anyone ever really catches it, but you know something's going to happen in a room when you get through the door, and it takes just a little bit longer for the screen to come up after the door shuts. That little bit extra of a load time. Still caution. I shouldn't have used that. Whatever. Oh, hey, is that Marvin? Just in case. Marvin, you're looking rather ill. Dude. How is he right on top of me? God, I hate this game. I'm kidding. I love this game. All right, so we found out detonators. All right. Now we have the bomb and det. All right, so now we can go upstairs and clear out the wreckage, which is going to eventually lead us to the last stone tablet that we're going to need, which, funny, in classic Resident Evil fashion, we have no idea why we're collecting those stone tablets, but we just know we need them. Ah, Leon's desk. Memo to Leon. Oh, I'm supposed to do this in Solid Snake voice. Give me a minute. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys at the Raccoon RPD. How is that, Eric? That's my best Solid Snake at 10:50 at night. All right, back out to the main hallway. Thanks, Eric. That's the validation I needed. All right, we're heading upstairs to go blow a wall in 2 pieces. And meet one of the creepiest people in the entire Resident Evil universe, I might add. Alright. I'm getting tired of running around you. How did I miss those shots? I take auto-aim for granted. I said it last stream, I'll say it again. Took auto-aim for granted, and now I just wasted a bunch of bullet. Good God. Alright, in the hole you go. We'll drop the film off for later. We're not going to be back to the green room in a while. Or the green room. Dark room. Not going to be back to the dark room for a little while. Yeah, we'll keep our couple arrows. Now I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to decide if I need to save or not. I've been playing like crap. You know what? Let me tuck my tail between my legs really quick and save the game real fast. Gosh darn it. It's one of those, like, I don't need to, really, but I also, not that I don't mind dying or anything, it's just, I would hate to have people have to rewatch the thing that I'm doing. And granted, I could always edit this later post, as the professionals like to call it, but you all with me right now are live in the moment. I'm not going to make you re-watch this. Actually, if I died, I would actually just say screw it and go to bed. But we're fine. We're saved up. We're good. And yes, Eric is correct. We have been playing for about 2 hours, so it's probably prime time that I save the game at least once. All right, fire in a hole. All right, and into the unknown we go. Oh, nice room here. A little taxidermy up there. Dead body. Not a great sign.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others.
Poor girl.
That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
Can we stop
There
it?
must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely.
Oh, noted.
And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
I don't care what anybody says about the voice acting in the Resident Evil series. We all know it's crap. It's good crap. It's cheesy crap. But I love Chief Irons, and I love whoever it is that's voice acting him in this moment. Makes him sound the perfect amount of creepy and unsettling. Like I've always enjoyed these interactions with this character. And it's like, you can kind of accept the fact that a lot of crazy stuff's going on, but it's like, you know, immediately something's not right with this guy. I mean, look at her. It's definitely not a zombie wound, at least not in the traditional sense. He's just got her dead body on his desk. Like, he's a crazy dude. And I actually always wondered what would have happened if Claire actually said who she was. Because Chris Redfield obviously is a member of the Raccoon City Police Department, the STARS unit. Chief Irons was kind of snuffing the investigation into Umbrella, semi-spoiler, 25, 50-year-old, whatever game. Anyway, what would he have done had he known that he's now looking at Chris's sister? We'll never know. But I love this character. I actually like this iteration of Chief Irons more than I think I like the iteration of Chief Irons in the remake. Although the iteration of Chief Irons in the remake was still very, very well done, I thought. A little too maniacal, maybe, but still done rather well. And for some reason, even though it's very obvious that that tiger is part of the pre-rendered background, which can't do anything, I always felt like that thing was going to come out and just eat my face off. This is what this game does to me. All right, what do we got back here, Chief? Footsteps. The classic, it's too dark to see anything. Well, we all know who's in here. Let's say hi.
Wait. Let me go! Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
Poor girl.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mummy called.
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
And here's where it gets good.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
I love that. So now you're constantly on edge from yet another threat. That growl was amazing, and just her running off saying, "It's here." So, spoiler, it's not actually here, but I always remembered leaving this room and just thinking whatever the hell made that noise is going to pop out somewhere. Again, this game is a masterclass of just creating tension for a PlayStation 1 game. Love it. Okay, Eric, I will not spoil what it is since you can't remember what it is. I'll give you a hint. It's bad. All right. Secretary's Diary B. June 8th. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I've started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th. I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in danger. So what do? Put it in a diary. Perfect. It's getting late already. I'm just going to have to take this one day at a time. And then there's a page missing. Well, that's what you get, Brenda, for putting the fact that you know what's going on or something's going on in a written piece of material where you work, where the person is that's doing the thing, but I digress. And I don't know if her name's Brenda. All right, a first aid spray, which I'm sure will come in handy. All right. There's nothing else in this room. Just various objects of art. So let's head on back. This is where I expected whatever monsters prowling around to show up, but not here.
Chief?
Where'd you go, buddy? And where'd the young lady go, I wonder? The heart key. Now we can get to the basement. I'm pretty sure. There's a button below the picture. Will you push it? Yes, buttons are meant for pushing. And this is where we put our stone tablets. The sacrifice dies by the claw of the jaguar. The blood forms a serpent that poisons the earth. The eagle glistens bathed in blood. Sounds like a fantastic Friday night. And the gateway of doom will open. So we have 2.5 stones. We have to find the other half, which I think is somewhere in the basement. Ooh, the Chief's Diary. I can't do the Chief's voice, but I'll be as creepy as I can. September 23rd. It's all over. These imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may... Nah, that doesn't sound like him at all. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if this turns out to be true. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. With the delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'm sure no one will make it out alive. September 26th. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose that I choose to give her. Ugh, I feel filthy just reading that. Well, I guess it was lucky that the chief just decided to also chronicle every ill-gotten thing that he was doing on paper and just happened to leave it for us to find. So thank you very much, Chief. All right, so now that we have the heart key, we can make our way down to the basement level of the Raccoon City Police Department. Oops. So that's where we're going to head. I don't think anything's going to pop out here, but we're going to hug the wall just in case. All right. Let's check the inventory. Save the ink, or not the ink ribbon, but the first aid spray for another day. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. I don't think I'm going to need the... I'm not going to be back to the... Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. All right. Heading down to the basement. I'm going to try my best not to waste any more ammo on the way there. Stupid bow gun. I think I've done a pretty decent job picking this place fairly clean of resources for the most part. So we're doing pretty good. I think we're making decent time, too, for as much as I'm trying to remember on the fly. The basement's cool. I really do enjoy the basement of the police station in this particular iteration of the game. Although I think there's zombie dogs downstairs. All right. Kind of feel bad for these guys. Oh, really? Whoa. I was about to start to say that I felt sorry for you guys and how you're all just meandering around with nothing to do. And of course, my tired fingers decide to not do what they're supposed to. This key is useless now. Peace out. All right. No more carelessness. We got this. I will take those herbs, though. Another quiet hallway. This is the other hallway that I can use the cord to block the shutters. I did not think to bring the cord. There's a item chest behind that door, but I don't have the key. So, knowing my luck, I'm going to come back through here, and zombies are going to go through that hall anyway, and I will have wasted my chance. We'll see. All right, into the depths of hell we go, guarded by the Cerberus, the guardian of hell. I have to take these out. I don't think I'm going to run around them. Although I think there's others that I will have alerted. All right, come to Claire. I can hear you. All right, I will go to you. It's probably out there running in circles, stuck on a wall. Of course I miss. Oh, and there's two. Damn it. Panic. All right, we'll do better next time, guys. All right, where are we at here? Power room. Ooh, is that a map? I'll take a map. Oh, that's right. This room, we can restore power to the weapon storage locker that is just outside. It can be rerouted in the areas insufficient power using the 5 switches. Using all the power may cause a short and cut the power supply. Okay, so I have to get it right at 80. Okay. I can't do math. That's it. Down and up? No, that's not going to math right. Oh, that mathed perfectly. Okay. I should give myself more credit. Although, in disclosure, I definitely was not adding up the numbers. I'll take the herb because I know I'm going to use it. I don't have any other key on me. I'm trying to remember where I got to go from here. I'm going to try not to kill the dogs and save some bullets if I can. All right, so there's the weapon locker. I need the key, which I don't have. Let's run around you to get to this door that's either going to open or not. There we go. Oh, the infamous parking garage. This is where Leon meets Ada. And I can't push this alone. So this is the one inaccessible area that Claire cannot get to because she does not have a friend strong enough to help her push that truck out of the way. Bear with me a one moment while I combine some healing herbage. There we go. All right, so we will go back the other direction. Oh, now it's all coming back to me, I think. Down the opposite hallway, or down the hallway here, we will run into Sherry one more time, I think. You know what? You're dead. Come here. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Whoop. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Usually, if you can sneak up on the dog or get it close and it falls over, you can just keep peppering it with bullets and it won't fly back or anything. There's more of them. Of course there is. All right, where are we at? Where are you at, buddy? Oh, and we're running. Manhole is open. I appreciate the fact that the dogs just sit there while I ponder my next decision. All right. All right. If this is a save room, which I think it is with a typewriter. Awesome. All right, you guys. We've been going for about 2 hours and 14 minutes, according to my little timer. I'm going to save one more time, and I think this is where I'm going to start shutting her down. It's going on 11:15 where I live, and I have work in the morning. I actually have to get up early to go teach a class, which is actually kind of cool. So let me get myself situated here, and we'll start winding her down. Those of you that are still on stream watching me live, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This has been super awesome, and I really appreciate you hanging out and watching me play a video game. It's almost a dream come true, as dumb as that sounds. I've always wanted to do this. Now I've done it a couple times now. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream here. But before I do, if you can indulge me for a few moments, I want to tell you about what it is that I do outside of streaming. Streaming's still relatively new. I do it whenever I have the free time or no one's in the house, so I'm not going to be loud enough to interrupt anybody. So I try to stream whenever I can. I don't have a schedule. You can follow me over on Twitch, Nomads Retro Wildlands. I'm also on YouTube at the Retro Wildlands, and I'm also streaming this on Facebook. The platform I use allows me to stream 3 places at once, so I'm all over the place. Just search the Retro Wildlands and you'll find us. But really, my big thing is a podcast. My big thing is the Retro Wildlands. You can find that podcast on all the major pod platforms that are out there. I think I've found all of them that'll take my show. So you can find the show just by searching the Retro Wildlands. It's where I play through old retro video games that I used to play as a kid, or maybe ones that I missed out on as an adult. But the shtick is I will actually insert music and sound into the game in such a way that you and I are kind of playing the game together. I'm taking you through the paces. It's great to get that nostalgic rush if you're playing the game for, if you played the game before, or if you're playing the game for the first time ever and you just kind of, you kind of want to know what you're getting into, that's a great way to find some new retro goodness that maybe you missed out on. So check out the Retro Wildlands. I am almost done with our next episode, episode 60. I played through Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo. That game sucked. Okay, I take that back. That game's actually really, really good, but it's very, very hard. So I may or may not lose my temper on this next podcast. You'll just have to wait and see. I have recorded the main show. I have put out a call out for comments. If anyone wants to drop their memories on Super Ghouls and Ghosts on all the social platforms, I'm giving that a couple more days, and then I'm going to record that final section, and I'll get everything up. I'd like to have that episode up by this weekend. We'll see. Just depends on how things are going. But check it out. And also check out YouTube. I have a couple of video reviews up there as well. I'm actually working on another video review for a game on the PlayStation Portable that I really, really like. I'm not going to spoil it just yet. I'm not completely done with it, so I don't want to let the cat out of the bag until I'm like close to actually finishing it, because YouTube videos are like my number 2 priority. I'm not putting a lot of emphasis on them right now. But that's it. That's all I got. Again, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Sir Ladyflaw Gaming, we love these, dude. You are awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. You're incredible. You're breathtaking. I stole that from somebody, I'm sure. But no, thanks for hanging out. Eric, thank you very much for hanging out. Retro Tiburon, really appreciate you stopping by. My wife stopped by for a little bit. She said hi with zombies. That was cool. Lindsay from LL Cool Games stopped by. Check her out on YouTube. She's also on Facebook. She does some awesome stuff. Her and I collaborated and talked Sea of Stars together for a little while, which was awesome. So Lindsay, thank you for stopping by. Uriah was here, I think. And I think that's everybody that I remember. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but thanks for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. So until next time, guys, my name is Nomad, and you can find me roaming the retro wildlands. Take care, y'all.